If you are waiting for the perfect time to start, you need to change your mindset right now. Have you ever told someone about your grand plans, only to find yourself in exactly the same place months later? When we talk endlessly about our goals, our brains actually trick us. Discussing our plans triggers a release of dopamine, creating a false sense of achievement simply from the conversation. Because your brain feels like it has already secured the reward of succeeding, your motivation to do the actual physical work drops. The illusion of productivity actively prevents the reality of execution. Talking about progress has become a modern substitute for making it. We trap ourselves in a cycle of empty promises, mistaking conversation for forward motion. This cycle feeds directly into analysis paralysis, the state where we substitute endless planning for doing. This chart shows exactly how that paralysis operates. As we sit and overthink, we generate internal resistance. That resistance amplifies the perceived difficulty of the task, pushing us right back into more planning to feel safe. Centuries ago, Benjamin Franklin identified the exact antidote to this trap. Well done is better than well said. Taking action interrupts the cycle. If you wait until you are fully ready, until the circumstances are flawless and your plan is perfectly mapped out, you will be waiting for the rest of your life. Over-planning is not preparation. It is simply a sophisticated form of procrastination designed to mask our underlying fears. The only way to destroy the fear generated by overthinking is immediate physical action. Action breeds more clarity than thought. You cannot think your way into a new life. You have to act your way into one. Consider a writer staring at a blank page for weeks, terrified of producing a terrible first draft. The circumstances are flawed and their inspiration is zero, yet they force themselves to type a single imperfect sentence. That immediate act of execution breaks the tension. The anxiety dissolves, and the very act of writing reveals the next sentence, providing the strategic direction they couldn't find while just staring at the screen. True clarity is never the prerequisite for action. Clarity is strictly the result of taking action. Look at your own complex, long-term plans and put them aside. Isolate just one singular, immediate task to execute today. This chart illustrates the compounding returns of execution versus the stagnation of planning. While the value of planning remains flat, each completed action builds on the last, creating a widening gap between what you intend to do and what you actually achieve. Do not wait for a flawless moment to appear. You must take an ordinary moment and force it to be perfect through brute execution. The bridge between stagnation and success is built solely by quitting the talking and beginning the actual work. Taking that very first step is critical, but maintaining that momentum requires building continuous, daily action into your routine. One highly practical way to bypass mental friction is the 5-minute rule. Commit to doing an intimidating task for just 5 minutes. The simple act of starting forces you to keep going. It also helps to practice silent execution. Instead of loudly announcing your goals to the world on social media, shift your focus to quietly completing them in private. Replace elaborate journaling or intricate morning planning sessions with immediate task completion. Knocking out a real task first thing shifts how your brain's reward system responds to progress. Long-term momentum isn't fueled by fleeting bursts of motivation. It's fueled by replacing the habit of overthinking with an automatic reflex of instant execution. This framework of action is grounded in historical philosophy. The 17th century philosopher John Locke spent years observing human behavior and motivation. Locke concluded that the actions of men are the best interpreters of their thoughts. Here is the harsh reality. Actions prove who someone is. Words just prove who they pretend to be. At the end of the day, you are what you do, not what you say you'll do. So log off, stop talking, go execute.
Subscribe Wise Ripple for more.